Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rebecca and on this channel I go over all things accounting, finance, Excel and investment related, so if you do like this kind of stuff then please do consider subscribing, and otherwise let's get straight into the video. So the whole point of today's video is just go through a few of the questions that haven't yet been answered on my channel with regards to AAT. So I've seen a few of these questions come up in the AAT forum, so I thought where best to answer them than here. So let's get started with question number one. If I can get to question number one. So, first question is, can you study AAT without a training provider? So there's lots of different ways that you can study AAT. So you can either do that in the classroom, you can do it online, or you can do a mix of blended, so it online and in the classroom, or you can actually self-study. With self-study, you can buy all of the materials yourself. So you could buy them from the likes of, First Intuition, Kaplan, there's Osborne that you can buy them from as well. But you can purchase the books online for yourself and do the studying for yourselves, but you do need to register with a training provider. And with that, you're going to also have to register with the AAT so that you've got access to the lifelong learning portal. If I've said that right. Yeah, it is the lifelong learning portal. So on there's various different study materials, helps, guides, tips, there's even practice exams, and there's areas that you can go into for each of the different levels so that you can just focus on whatever subject it is that you're doing, whichever exam that is, within which level at that time. So that's a really useful resource. So question number two, how long does it take to get results back from the AAT exam that you've sat? So it depends, because a lot of the exams are actually computer based. So if they're computer based, like 100% computer based that is, then you can actually get your results within 24 hours, which is really good. But with some of the other exams, you have to wait up to 6 weeks because they've got to be marked by a human in those cases. So you're not going to get those within 24 hours. But when you get to your synoptic exam, they are definitely 6 weeks and are marked by a human. So you're not going to get those overnight, but you can check when those results are actually due, because if we just jump onto the computer quickly, you can see here that actually there is a timetable. So on this timetable it shows for level 2, level 3 and level 4, and you can see the date on there where you're actually going to receive your results. So say those who took their exam in July will receive their exam results in August. So if you've never seen this PDF before, then that's just on the AAT website that you can access at any time, so you can just check when you're going to receive your results. And I actually used to put that in my diary at work. The next question that people ask is, how many levels are there to the AAT? So as previously mentioned, there is the AAT level 2, there's AAT level 3 and AAT level 4. So AAT level 2 is basic, AAT level 3 is intermediate, and AAT level 4 is advanced. But the AAT actually call those levels foundation, advanced and professional. So the next question is, how much does it cost to book an exam under the AAT? So this can differ, and it can also differ between level 2, level 3 and level 4. So it can cost more to actually sit the professional level exams than it does, say, the level 2 exams. But that can vary anywhere from £33 to £53, but that usually excludes an admin fee. So if you go on the likes of the Kaplan website, for instance, or the First Intuition website, you can see a listing of how much it costs per exam. So if we jump onto the computer and have a look at Kaplan's fees, you can actually see there that AAT Foundation Certificate is £90 to £92, but the synoptic assessment is actually between £97 and £99. And the Advanced Diploma, again, is £90 to £92 per exam, but the Advanced Diploma Synoptic Assessment is between £100 and £101. All professional diploma level exams are £90 to £92, and the Professional Diploma Synoptic Assessment is between £101 and £103. So that just shows that the exams at level 3 and level 4 cost more than those exams at level 2. One thing to be aware of is, if you've bought, say, an entire course with the likes of, again, like Kaplan, can't speak English, Kaplan, Osborne or First Intuition, then sometimes the fees that you've paid with that course cover the likes of admin fees, etc., and booking a venue. But read the small print, because often they don't. So make sure that if you're going to buy a course with a training provider, that either the cost that you're paying towards that course includes those booking fees, or they don't. So you might end up having to pay for your own booking fees a lot of the time, but it's just something to be aware of. So question 5 is just how to book an exam. So the way to book an exam is, again, if you're with a training provider, a lot of the time they will book that exam for you. So if you're, undertaking classroom study, then they will book the exam on your behalf, and you just turn up with, your ID, etc., that you require on the day. If that, again, is being sat in a venue, whereas if it's at home, then there's different circumstances, obviously. But a lot of the times, again, if you're with a training provider, they will book those for you. But if you are self-studying, the way that you can book an exam is to go on the AAT website, go to book an exam, and it'll show you a list of venues where you can book. But again, you do need to be with a training provider to book an exam in the first place. So if you go to the AAT website, you can find a venue listing. So if you just type in your postcode, then it'll show you all of the available venues nearby. But just beware, again, like with any of the training providers that are out there, you're most likely going to incur an admin fee for booking with that venue. And actually, after just putting my own postcode in to this search, I can see here that a range of different prices depending on the location here. So the assessments for level 4 are £100 booking fee, 105, 85, 101, 102, 98, 104, 84, 96. So again, it just varies. One thing I'll say is that, particularly in our current circumstances, there's been a lot of cases where those venues have actually cancelled examinations for the foreseeable future or during a specified time, and a lot of students are finding it hard to book their exam. So I'd say if you're planning to study a certain level at the moment, I would get your exam books in earlier rather than later, so that you don't miss out on, say, when you think you're ready to take the exam, you don't miss out on getting that exam booked and that slot and having to wait weeks and weeks and weeks later after you've done all of that studying in preparation for the exam. So just something to think about. Next question. So a few students were asking if they can sign passports if you are MAAT. So MAAT is just a membership of the Association of Accountancy Technicians, and it's something that you can apply for after you've completed the AAT. So you certainly can sign passports, but there are a list of requirements that you have to satisfy with the post office in order to sign an individual's passport, and I've just put those on screen for you now if you've never seen them before. And one of those does include that you've got to know that individual for at least 2 years, and you also have to be a professional. So by definition, if you are an accountant and you are MAAT, then you are professional, so you should be able to sign a passport. So our next question is, how long do the AAT exams last? So again, they vary, because if you're doing the computer-based assessments, then they should take around 2 hours. But if you're undertaking the synoptic exams, they're going to take a little bit longer. So overall, all of the exams can last anywhere from 2 hours to 3 hours and 15, which isn't too bad compared to some of the exams that I've undertaken in the past. Then when you hit the 4-hour mark, you do get a little bit tired, but time goes so fast in the exams. Let me know if you can resonate with that in the comments section below. But anyway, I hope you found this video useful as always. Please do consider subscribing, as it really does help the channel grow. Like the video if you found it useful at all, as again that helps YouTube to push the channel out to a lot of other individuals who might benefit. And otherwise, I shall see you on the next video.